First thing we need to do is we need to size how big we want our head to be. For that, I use my hand. Top of my middle finger is the top, bottom of my palm is the bottom, and then the side of my pinky is one side and the side of my thumb is the other. Then I made a big oval connecting the dots. It's not perfect, but remember, this is an abstracted or changed from reality portrait. So if it's not perfect, that's okay. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and sketch, and we're gonna do kind of like a cartoon sketch of a face. But Romero Britto, even though it is a cartoon, there's still some aspects from reality in his work. So first, I need to plan out where I want the eyes to go. Eyes are actually in about the middle of the face. So I'm drawing 2 almond shapes for the eyes, and then 2 round circles for the iris, and then 2 smaller circles inside of that for the pupil. About halfway under my eye line is the end of my nose. Now you have 3 parts of the nose. The bridge, which I'm going to draw with a vertical line. I'm going to do the same thing on the other side. You have the button, which is the end of the nose, and then you have 2 nostrils. So I'm going to do the same curve, but just a little smaller. And I have a nose. I forgot my eyebrows. Make sure your eyebrows are a little bit bigger than your eyes. And your eyebrows aren't a line, they're actually a shape. My ears go from my eye line to that line where we drew the end of our nose. Next, my mouth line is going to go halfway under my nose line and my chin. Like I said, you're just like with your eyebrows. Your mouth is not a line, it's actually a shape. So make sure to steady your lips and draw those shapes. My hairline is a line that goes from one ear all the way to the other. Now, boys with short hair, you'd probably just draw another line on top. With girls, I did a ponytail. So I did a curve at the top for the top of my ponytail, and then I drew kind of like a zigzag line for the end of my ponytail. 2 lines for the neck, curve for the top of my shirt, and 2 lines going out from my shoulders. Now I can erase all of my lines that helped me sketch. Now I can start dividing up my face, kind of like how Romero Britto would divide up his faces and his portraits with some lines. So I divided a bit of my forehead, a bit of my nose, and now I'm adding those little shapes that he puts usually on the cheeks. It might be a circle or it might be a heart. Fixing my chin a little bit. I decided I wanted to add some eyelashes. Now this is optional, but I wanted to add a little bit more detail to my eyes. So I just did a darker line on top to show my lash line. And then I did a few small lashes coming on the outside. I wanted to add some more detail to my hair as well. So I did some lines going up on my ponytail and on my head. Now I'm dividing my head again, and I did some lines, a curved line for my chin and a line above my lip. Now I need to figure out what I want to put on my shirt. I did a curve for the collar of my shirt and filled it in with a zigzag line. Romero Britto loves using different lines. So think about how you can use line in your artwork. Now it's time for decorating the negative space. What do I want to put in the space around the subject of my artwork, which is me? I wanted to repeat that theme of polka dots and hearts that Romero Britto has in his artwork. So I decided to do some more circles and hearts in my negative space, or the space around the positive space. To give my artwork emphasis, which is a principle of art, I wanted to make my subject, my portrait, stand out. So I did some converging lines, some lines going outwards to make my portrait stand out. Now with a black marker, I'm going to trace over all of my pencil lines. Romero Britto liked using a nice thick black lines to outline his shapes and to kind of break apart his designs. This is almost a cubist style, where the artwork is broken up into different shapes. Sometimes they're even cubes, which is where the cubists got their name. So I'm going to keep going, outlining all my pencil. Now I'm going to erase my pencil lines, the pencil lines that I no longer want to show up in my artwork. Alright, we're ready for color. It's like you've made a coloring book for yourself. Now we just need to fill it in. Romero Britto would use bright, bold colors and would color very solid. I'm using crayons and Crayola color sticks to color my design, and I want to try to fill it in as much as possible. You can color it realistically using skin tones for the skin, hair colors for the hair, and eye colors for the eyes. Or you can make it more abstracted, change it more from reality. You could use blue on the face or orange for the eyes. You can change it however you want. It's your artwork. So now I'm just going to keep coloring. Now to color the negative space. I decided to do a repeating pattern of a dark blue or purple and a light blue, and I decided to color in the shapes of one section, and then I decided to color the stripe in the next section, and you'll see that pattern repeated as I draw. Now to fill in the last remaining parts of my negative space, and for that I used the sky blue. So keep coloring in all of your negative space, and then your artwork will be complete.